Hey everyone, how you doing out there this evening? We're back here on my channel, Massey's Main Entertainment. I'm Brian. This is my buddy Rich and my buddy Doc down below. We're just here, kind of like we're really close to Christmas, and so this is kind of more of a laid back video that we just kind of tossed out there about a month ago, laughing that we would do this, and then lo and behold, we decided that we were going to do it. Tonight, we're going to rank the top five worst and best Christmas songs in our minds, anyway, of all time. So we thought that would be kind of neat to do. I didn't take it like super serious because I'm not a huge Christmas song kind of guy anyway. So I could pick almost from a plethora of 1,000 songs, and I probably would be okay in that category. So, but maybe the guys feel different. So how'd you guys feel about trying to pick Christmas songs?
Doc?
Oh, that's there's only like 5 million Christmas songs to choose from, so it's it's like a plethora of choices and different versions of the same song. So try to have a little fun with it. No list is going to be perfect, and yeah, some a little shade on some people here as we go and stuff like that. But it's a personal list, and God knows I may have missed some along the way, but these are the five that I've got on each side of the coin.
Yeah, now, normally I'm sort of by nature, a pessimist, a half glass empty kind of person. But with Christmas songs, I like a lot more than I dislike. So I have to say,
Mhm.
I don't know what it is about them, but I'm willing to accept them for the most part. But I did pick out five that I can't stand. So that's what we're going to do.
Nice. But we invite everybody to, like, sub, comment down below about your favorite or your least favorite Christmas songs of all time. We're pretty open minded about those things, and we
Yeah, I
really
think
enjoy
so.
we really enjoy those lists too when we reread them, and we throw shade. People can throw shade at us, and it's just all in good fun anyway. So tonight's order is going to be Rich is going to go out the gate. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go like in this around the horn type fashion. We're going to start at number 5 for bad Christmas songs, and we're going to go 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, 4, 3, and just count it on down. And then we'll switch over to the good Christmas songs, kind of end on a positive note. I think that'd be the best way to go. So,
Yeah,
Rich, she's all yours, man.
I appreciate that. Anyway, I just don't want anybody to take it personally. If any of these five that I don't like or happen to be your favorites, just an opinion. It doesn't mean anything. So don't come at me too hard. My number five is by a rock and roll legend, Mr. Paul McCartney. A Wonderful Christmas Time. I've never liked this song. I know it's a biggie. You hear it all the time. I have my, Christmas tunes playing in the other room on one of the cable channels, and I swear to God, they play this one every hour. It's just nauseating to me. And don't take offense, Sam St. John. I know Paul's a big fan of yours. Adam, peace. But I don't like the song. I think it's a crappily crafted tune. It doesn't do anything for me. Sort of fluff. I think McCartney can write songs in his sleep, and he proves it with this Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time. It's just like an earworm for me. So, there you go.
They're out of the gate, Rich. Way to
Right
go,
out of the
buddy.
gate.
I'm slugging, baby. I came out of my corner ready to rock and roll. So there you
Attack the beetle right out of the right out of the gate. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would go in. My number five is "All I Want for Christmas Is You" from Mariah Carey. I think it falls in the same neighborhood as what you talked about, Rich, where it's some things are just overplayed, right? Maybe they're not the worst songs ever and stuff like that. But man, I am so sick of that bloody song. That is not a Christmas song to me anymore. That is just, I hate the song because I hear it all the bloody time, man. So, is it the worst? It's gonna make my worst list because I'm sick of it. So, and that's my number five, man. I don't want to harp on these things too much here in one sense here, but yeah, Mariah Carey is that. It's not the best song either, man. So it's
yeah.
an easy fit for me.
It's like they pull her out of the closet and dust her off once a year just for this particular song, and it's like, oh,
Please.
I can't. That's a good choice. I just can't stand that thing anymore.
Thanks,
So,
guys.
perfect. My number five is a little bit more, still kind of current, but it's just an artist that I absolutely can't stand anything that he does at all. I just can't get into it. I've got Justin Bieber's Mistletoe. Oh my God, it is so terrible. I want you to check out these lyrics, guys, because this is just Wonderful classic songwriting. I don't want to miss you out on the holiday. I can't stop staring in your face. I should be playing in the winter snow. I'm gonna be under the mistletoe with you, Shorty, with you, Shorty, with you. I mean, just
That's brutal.
that's just really great classic songwriting, and it's so horrible.
Yeah.
It
I just
captures the Christmas spirit, Brian. Like, no, that's
yeah,
exactly what we're looking
you
for.
you felt the essence of Christmas just like sweep over you for those lyrics. Just fantastic, beautiful stuff. So
Horrible.
Top notch, buddy.
I'm going to
number
move.
4.
I'm going to transition from that. I had the same one Doc had. My number 4 is Mariah Carey. All I Want for Christmas Is You. Just
Right on.
a nauseating song to me. I don't like Mariah Carey to begin with. I think she's a diva who is full of herself. I don't like that kind of music. And this Christmas song here is considered one of the best in the world by who? I mean, it was on some movie and it got a lot of, traction from that. But I've always disliked it. Every time it comes on, I have to change the channel. I can't stand it. So that's my number 4. Easy pick.
My number 4. I'm in the same vein here as where I was with number 5 and 4. So it's just what it is. I'm sorry, Jose. It's the way it is. But Feliz Navidad, I cannot take that bloody song for the love of me. That song is. I understand there's meaning behind it. I understand, when Puerto Rican get to California and everything else, and it is. I'm done with it. I never want to hear that song again as long as I live. So, and that's for a while. But if I don't hear that one again, I wouldn't be upset. Feliz Navidad is just doesn't do it for me, man. I don't know. It's on my top 5 worst, man. It's a personal list. It's a personal choice. That's just me.
Yeah, I've got for my number 4. I have the cover. Maroon 5 does a cover of "Happy Christmas, the War Is Over."
Oh, please.
Oh, it's so brutal to listen to Adam Levine and that awful falsetto
Butcher
voice just butcher John Lennon's song.
I know.
So bad. I'm not even a huge fan of John Lennon's version of the song, but this one here, it's just like these screeching high falsetto notes are just brutal, guys. It's hard to get through. And they play this damn thing all the time. I don't know why. Can't get into it at all. So I had to make number 4 for me. Don't cover a Beatles song, and don't cover Christmas songs. That's like 2 rules broken right away.
It takes a lot of audacity to them to even think they could cover that song, but
right.
Great choice. My number 3 is one of these novelty fun songs that I've always disliked, and that's "Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer" by Elmo. Just
absolutely
total shit. Excuse my language. It's just horrible. I know there's kids out there that laugh and Grandma, it's played out. Enough's enough. I don't want to hear it again.
That was my number 6, Rich. I tell you, man, that was my number 6. It just missed for me, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's different versions of different songs and different people singing them, man.
Yeah.
My number 3 is "Santa Baby," sung by Madonna. This is
another one.
What a squealy. I mean, listen, I'm not a Madonna guy anyway, so it doesn't matter in one sense, but I always thought her voice, she has no voice, right? She's not a Lady Gaga. She's not a Christina Aguilera. She can't sing like these people. At least she can sing. Madonna was Madonna. I understand what she did. Not Santa Baby. The squealy, whiny voice of that song. Who sang it first? Eartha Kitt? Oh, that's a great version. That's an awesome version of that tune. Go listen to that one. Do not listen to Madonna singing the song. Just talk about butchering it, man. Goes back to what Brian said about Maroon 5. This is just butchered.
Yeah.
Garbage version of Santa Baby.
She's trying to sex up a Christmas song. Is what
Gwen Stefani does a much better job of sexing it up.
I think so, too. Yeah.
Wow. Good choice.
Thanks.
My number 3 is echoing Rich's number 3, Elmo and Patsy's "Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer." I think it came out in '84, which I was just like a 8th grade freshman in high school when it came out.
Yeah.
And of course, my aunts and uncles thought it was the greatest Christmas song in the world. So they were playing it constantly in the house. It was just so awful, brutal. And like Rich said, it's just a novelty song. It was kind of meant as this one-off thing. And every year now, people are dragging this dead cat out of the closet and they're beating it off, and it's just crazy. I don't want to hear it anymore. So that's my number 3 as well. So
Great. My number 2 is another one of these novelty songs. This time it's Dominic the Donkey by Lou Monte, whoever the hell Lou Monte is. Dominic the Donkey. E-aw, e-aw. I mean, Christmas song. Come on,
that's
man.
terrible.
Give me a break. It shouldn't even be considered. I mean, it's just. I guess it's meant for kids, like Grandma got run over by a reindeer. But I've been listening to that crap for 30 years, and I'm done. Sorry.
Yeah. Don't blame you. What do you think, Doc?
My number 2, like I said, there's different versions of different the same song, right? So I really like one version of this song by somebody else, but I Saw Mama Kissing Santa Claus by the Jackson 5 is my number 2.
That's a good one, yeah.
I don't know what to say about this, man. And this is not the John Cougar or John Mellencamp version of that song, I'll tell you that. So, which is a pretty good version of the tune.
Yeah.
I Saw Mama Kissing Santa Claus by the Jackson 5 is just garbage. I don't know what to tell you, man. This is never should have been released. I don't know who in the studio said, yeah, there's the hit. That's the one we're looking for.
That's the one. That's the one.
Yeah, I hate that song too. Terrible. And I like the Jackson 5, but that version stinks.
Yeah, Jackson 5 is fine, but come on, that song is garbage, man.
Yeah.
Wow, that is pretty terrible. I got something that's hugely depressing for a Christmas song. It's almost borderline domestic violence. I've got "Please Daddy Don't Get Drunk This Christmas" by John Denver.
Denver.
What is this song about? When I listen to it over and over again, I don't know whether she's crying because he came home drunk and just a stumbling, bumbling idiot, or whether something happened that the kid is just not aware of between mom and dad. It's kind of suspicious both ways. So I'm like, what a vastly inappropriate song I think to have as a Christmas song. I don't even know what John Denver was thinking when we're releasing a song like this. I don't get it.
It's another one that captures the spirit again, Brian. There you go.
It is. It's just, you're right. Just makes that Christmas spirit flow over you, Oh, so that was my number 2, guys. So now we got to get down to this number 1 stuff. So
yeah, I was going to put one of those idiotic songs at number 1, and I decided to go with something a little different. It's a famous song done by these two sisters. I can't stand it. "Little Drummer Boy" by Jessica and Ashley Simpson. Oh my God, dreadful, absolutely dreadful. I watched the video of it the other day, searching for bad Christmas songs, and they're so earnest singing this song, like pouring their heart out. It just doesn't work. I don't like either of these girls as far as a voice, and hideous. Bad Christmas song. I like the song "Little Drummer Boy" if it's done right. It's kind of, it's got meaning behind it and stuff, but they tried a little too hard for me.
Yeah.
Didn't work.
Simpsons don't have a good track record at doing anything right. So, yeah, terrible idea. Terrible.
The video is just horrendous too, with them all dialed up and singing like they're Edie Gourmet back in the 50s. It was ridiculous.
Doc, what do you got for number 1?
My number 1 has been mentioned already. So, but yes, Rich, I still can't believe a Beatle wrote this song.
Oh wow, number 1, nice.
Wonderful Christmas Time by Paul is really. Honestly, that is the worst Christmas song ever. This is the worst thing Paul has ever done in my eyes. Okay, I understand that this is a polarizing Christmas song, let alone a polarizing song. I don't care. It's garbage in my eyes. I still can't believe a Beatle wrote it. If you want the truth,
yeah.
I don't want to get into it. It's garbage. It's the worst Christmas song ever.
It's just like, get out of here, Paul.
I mean, it sounds like it could have been a play or something, man. This is no. This is
half-hearted effort on his part, just to get a Christmas.
I'm sorry that I offended somebody out there in Paul McCartney land, but
me too.
That's my opinion.
Yeah, and I know there's a couple of friends of mine that love.
I apologize. I'm apologizing.
But it's not personal, just an opinion.
Beatles are awesome.
Love them.
But sometimes everybody takes a dump once in a while, and
that's right. If you do enough music, sooner or later you're going to lay a big big old egg, man. That's just the way
Absolutely.
Yeah.
it is. Number one for me, I have New Kids on the Block, Funky Christmas.
That's tough to beat. Yeah.
Man,
It's just,
that could have been
I
the
didn't even,
cream
I was
there.
like, wow, are you serious? These guys actually have a whole Christmas album,
Album.
a whole album.
Jesus.
But nothing can beat great Christmassy lyrics like of this song, a funky Christmas melody, because Jordan K feels so Christmassy. Throw your hands in the air, pause, kick the ballistic Santa Claus. Woo! Man, you just feel that, man, that's straight up hip hop beat. Just wonderful, man. Those guys should be in the Hall of Fame right next to Notorious B.I.G.
Well, we tackled some big boys here. We went after New Kids, Justin Bieber, Madonna, Jessica Simpson, Paul McCartney,
Paul,
Mariah
Jackson
Carey,
5.
Jackson 5, Jose Feliciano. We took shots at all of them.
Yeah. So that's
Man,
the way it is.
what are you gonna do?
So we threw a lot of shade. So now, to be nice, and to get in the Christmas spirit, we should throw a lot of love as well. So guys, let's go around the horn here. Start at number 5. Give us some Christmas love here. What do we got?
Well, these are 5 songs that I genuinely like, and how many of them? I think 4 of them are by rock and roll icons that just put their own spin on these Christmas songs. They're not recycling old tunes. You know what I mean? My number 5 is Father Christmas by the Kinks. I love this song. Came out in 77, I believe. It's got that little punk element to it, a little humor in there, aggressiveness, Santa getting mugged by the working class kids and that type of thing in the lyrics. It's a Kinks song that happens to be a Christmas song. And it works perfectly. If you love the Kinks and you want to work that into your Christmas rotation, awesome. I think it's great. Number 5.
Excellent. All right.
Number 5. My number 5 is the Kinks. Father Christmas.
Nice.
Wow.
It's exactly what you said, Rich. Exactly what you said, man. It's a Kinks tune. It's a Christmas song, man. That's exactly the way I put it. Yeah, it's humorous. Ray Davies sounds great, man. Yeah. And it's got that Kinks sound. And you can see there's a little tongue in cheek in there as it happens too, man. It's just a fun, good, rocking kind of punkish sounding. You're right.
Yeah.
Kinks tune, man. It's a Christmas undertone. It's a great song.
I love it. Yep.
Cool. All right. Hey, all right. You guys are like shooting for a trifecta area here. All right. So my number 5, I picked from Brain Drain by the Ramones. That's like their late 80s record they put out that had Pet Cemetery on it. I've got Merry Christmas. I Don't Want to Fight Tonight. It's kind of going with the whole. It's just something awesome about these guys having this punk rockers having this great rock and roll Christmas song that I thought it was really cool, man, and typical Ramones style. It's got that that type of singing and everything. I loved it. I thought it was really great and original, and I don't like that many Christmas songs, so I wanted to go with some original stuff. So
yeah,
good for
when
you.
A band like that does a Christmas song, it in their own style, it gets extra points because they're it is original and it's cool. Yeah, I agree with you. That's cool. My number 4 is along the same veins as Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Christmas All Over Again. I just love this because it is the Petty style. It's got the real drummer beginning. I don't know if it's Stan Lynch or Mike or Ferroni, but it's like and all over again. Great chorus, the catchy chorus, the hooks, and then at the end, Tom's giving his Christmas list. I want a new Rickenbacker guitar. I want a Chuck Berry songbook. It's an authentic one, and I never get tired of hearing it. So that's going to be my number 4.
That's very cool. You managed to fit a Tom Petty even in the Christmas video.
I'm going to go out of my way to get him in there every time.
Nice. Doc, what do you got?
Well, I'm going to say I know the original things are coming up and stuff like that, but it's sorry, I guess I got Bruce doing Santa Claus is Coming to Town, man.
That's another one, yeah.
There you go.
I think it's I've always liked this version. I think it's a great version of the tune. It's obviously a rocking version, and it's this goes back for years, right? This song's been around forever, and I've always liked it. I just always have liked the sound of it. Santa Claus is Coming to Town, really rocking it out, man. You get a sax solo, you get everything else in there. It's a great version of the tune, I think, and I've always liked it. And it makes my top 5 for that, man.
Well, but I
Very
just want
cool.
to interject on that. I happened to see Springsteen. I drove to Pittsburgh to see him in 2003, December, and they played that song live. They all had the Santa hats on, rocked the house. I thought the igloo in Pittsburgh was going to fall down. The rafters were rocking, and everybody was into that. It was like a bonus track you didn't think you'd get, but that's a great pick.
Nice. So number 4 for me, I'm keeping with this whole rock thing. I've got from This Is Spinal Tap. I've got Christmas with the Devil from
Wow.
Spinal Tap. Kind of like it was a kind of an add-on song for their bonus deluxe thing, but still they put it on there. It is absolutely, the lyrics are great, guys. The elves are dressed in leather and the angels are in chains. The sugar plums are rancid and the stockings are in flames. Just exactly what you would think a Spinal Tap Christmas song would sound like. It's absolutely a banging song, though. So catchy. I was
Yeah.
like, there you go. That would be the type of song that those guys would do. So I could appreciate it. So
No doubt.
Fantastic.
My number 3 is Little Saint Nick by the Beach Boys.
oh
Another one
man,
of these ones that, it's almost as old as I am. It came out in '63. It's like it's sort of the similar vocal pattern of Little Deuce Coupe, except it's Little Saint Nick. He's talking about the sleigh being candy apple red. They usually talk about cars. This time it's a sleigh they converted over. Great Brian Wilson track. I like the chorus and the melodies involved and the harmonies. Mike Love on this as well. Great song. And again, like I said, the good ones I never get tired of hearing, and that's one of them. Little Saint Nick.
Man, I don't know, Rich.
What do you got?
My number 3 is Tom Petty's, man. Christmas all over again.
We're on the same page, yeah.
Yeah, you guys on the same page.
Yeah. But I think we found out over the last little years here that, I do like Petty too, and we all do and stuff like that. But I got a sweet spot for this song, man. It's a great version of a Christmas tune. It's a Petty song, man. And so I put this in the same vein as the Kinks singing a Christmas song.
Yep.
Sounded like the Kinks. This is Petty doing a Christmas song that sounds like Petty. So, which is a great spot for me to be in personally. So, yeah. It's Christmas. Yeah, you know it, man. All over again. So, it's a great song. Great Christmas song.
One of my favorites.
Nice. For me, for number 3, I picked a song that was featured on the Die Hard soundtrack. Actually, that's "Christmas in Hollis" by Run DMC.
I like that song.
I love it. It's got the nice little horn section that comes in. It's like da, 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 da,
that's right.
I said I thought it was really catchy, and leave it to Run DMC to put like their own little stamp on something, and it's cool to have an original Christmas song, for some of those those late '80s movies like that. I thought that was really cool, so I had to put it at number 3.
That's a great choice, Brian. That's a great choice.
It is. I love the lyrics in that too. The rhyme schemes and stuff.
Yeah. What's the second 20?
Yeah, it's good. My number 2 rather, is one that we talked about before when somebody else butchered it, and it's "Happy Christmas, War is Over" by John and Yoko. I've always loved this tune since it came down. It's kind of a war protest song / Christmas song. Came out in '71 when the Vietnam War was still cooking, and it's a perfect John song. And so this is Christmas. You sort of that downer effect at the beginning, and then the sing along. War is over. They're all singing at the end of a chant, sort of. It's like a galvanizing song for the peace movement too, and right at Christmas time. So I'm going to give that my number 2.
Nice, good song.
That's a good one, man.
Truly is.
I've got "Spirit of Christmas" by Ray Charles at my number 2.
Oh,
nice.
This is the first time you hear this is like years ago with my parents or whatever. And then you don't hear it again until you hear "Christmas Vacation" during the flashback scenes in the movie and stuff like that. It's a fantastic song, man, and it's a Christmas meaningful song.
Yeah,
it's Ray on a piano. It's Ray singing, man, and that's near perfect to me, man, for this kind of thing, man. Yeah, he's got a great voice, and I think it's just a great, fantastic Christmas song, man. It's more of a heart-touching one, but it's a great one.
Yeah, can't go wrong with that. No.
Yeah, can't go wrong. All right, my number two. I'm keeping. Let me preface. This is like the one that's straight up a Christmas song that I've always enjoyed, no matter where I've heard it, no matter who I saw perform it. Typically, it was in church choirs and things like that. I've got O Come, Emmanuel."
Mhm.
But in particular, Manchester Orchestra, one of my favorite new bands, does a Christmas CD, and they do a cover of this song, and it's absolutely powerful, just
Wow.
great. And I've always loved this song. And anytime I've ever heard it performed, it's like one of those few Christmas songs that I can really get behind all the time. So I
Yeah.
wanted to include that in my as my number two there, so I can be straight up being serious about it. O come, Emmanuel. So
Fantastic.
Very nice. Well, my number one, I'm getting off the rock and roll bandwagon here. I'm going old school. I wouldn't say schmaltzy, but traditional, uh, surround the campfire kind of song. The Christmas Song by Nat King Cole. I just thought it's a classic. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. That beginning, that with that smooth voice of Nat. It's timeless. I mean, I think it was recorded in the 50s. It's still here today, 60 some years later. And sort of a middle of the road pick for me, but that's the one that I probably would say is my favorite Christmas song. So I had to put it at number one.
wow, no, that is timeless.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, it
hear
is.
it every year. You'll hear it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's true. It is. I don't know about middle of the road or not, Rich, but it's it's Nat King Cole.
Yeah. It's solid.
yeah,
The guy's got a voice of gold.
Yeah.
I mean, that's awesome, and
yeah,
it's also my number one.
Is that
nice,
right?
So
Interesting,
nice.
man.
yeah,
We hit on
yeah,
3 of 5. That was
you
awesome.
cannot go wrong with that song. And that's to me, that's the
Perfect
perfect
song. It's an
Christmas song.
absolutely perfect song.
Yeah, and to Brian's point, yeah, you're going to hear it every year, and this is one of those ones that you hear every year at this time of year, and you like hearing it. So this isn't in the Mariah Carey neighborhood, man, or the Paul McCartney neighborhood in my eyes. This is a classic Christmas song. It's fantastic. War is Over was my last cut, Rich. So we would have been like all over. We would have been like taking on everything here
I
if
know.
I kept it
Wow.
on my list. But I think it's a fantastic song as well, and it's it's number 5.5, I guess, is what I
Yeah.
put it at. But
Yeah.
Nat King Cole, the Christmas song, classic, number one for me too.
Good.
So he wasn't. Nat King Cole was not featured on the New Kids on the Block Merry Christmas special. Is that what you're saying?
I think
No.
missed it by that much.
Okay. I know. I know they approached him, but it just conflicts and stuff that couldn't happen. So it's a bummer. My number one, guys, is it's a song that I always say is my number one favorite Christmas song. It actually, when I was researching it to find out a little bit more information about it, it's the most played Christmas song in the UK in the 21st century, and that's "Fairy Tale of New York" by the Pogues. So
Wow.
It's a great song.
And Christy McCool, the most played. I mean, I think that's a big testament to what type of song it is. Even though the song is really a bar stool kind of song, it's meant
totally
to be
is.
sung in that type of atmosphere.
Mhm.
And but it does have a good message behind it about at the end. You got to be with the ones you love, and they take you for who you are, and things
Right.
like that. I mean, it's about two drunks in a drunk tank, who are a couple who basically go at each other's throat until they kind of reconcile toward the end there. And it's a fun song, and I enjoy having it. So the Pogues, my guys in the UK must love that anyway. So we'll see.
As they should. That's a great version too. That's a great song.
Very popular
Really good.
song. Yeah, a lot of people like
Very-
that one.
So
Very good. Can I throw a couple honorable mentions that I wanted to get
Yeah.
in real quick?
yeah, sure, please.
A lot of these are old school. I grew up with these. Burl Ives, A Holly Jolly Christmas, love it. Brenda Lee, Rocking Around the Christmas Tree. Bobby Helms, Jingle Bell Rock. The Eagles, Please Come Home for Christmas. Don Henley does a great job on that. I like Karen Carpenter, Merry Christmas, Darling. Chuck Berry, Run Run Rudolph. And I like the Mellencamp song, I Saw Monica in Santa Claus. Those are just a few.
Nice. Doc, you have
I
anything?
don't think I have anything I would add to what Rich had there. I had the Eagles down. I mentioned the ones that I like other versions of, Arthur Kidd's version or John Cougar Mellencamp's version of their songs. I like, the classics too. The Burl Lives. I like all that kind of stuff too. I
Yeah,
can
me
listen to all
too.
that stuff at Christmas time for sure.
I mean,
It
I
takes
will
me back to when I was 3 or 4 years old when I first heard them songs. So I like them.
I will just say that I didn't pick Elvis Blue Christmas on my bad list because that to me that's low hanging fruit. That'd have been too easy to go afterwards. So I didn't want to do that. So
I actually like it too. I have to disagree, but that's fine.
yeah,
I
I
like
know. I'm
I
you
like
know.
his voice on. Oh, yeah, he gets really into it. A blue, blue, blue Christmas.
Love you.
But anyway, that's going to do it for us. I mean, we just want to do something lighthearted for the week, and we wanted to get your thoughts on it too. So please comment down below and sub and like as you would like. We want to take an opportunity to wish all of you guys a Merry Christmas, no matter how you feel about it. We want everybody to be safe out there, have fun, be with family, enjoy it all. So, Rich, thank you very much for joining me. I really appreciate you jumping in here for that. And Doc, Merry Christmas to you as well, buddy.
Merry Christmas to all.
Merry Christmas, everybody, for sure.
Right. Everybody take care out there. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.